Welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. Now guys, what I want to try and achieve is, you see, when I click on this very combo box, select this, I want it to populate the following, all of these objects here. Apart from this, that's what I want it to do. So I'm going to exit out. Let's go to design view, and right here double click on that combo box. So actually the very first object on that combo box, I'm going to copy all of these objects on that combo box because I need it all. So double click on that and just paste them in here. Right, you see these ones, I'm going to get them commented. Okay, now let's start. So this very first one I'm going to do as follows. So let's use an if statement. If cmd product id, so let's say, come in and say if cmd product id dot text, if it's equals this very one, just drag and drop it in there, close that up and close this as well. There, enter statement block. Then I want the following. Let's start with the LBL. Let's say cost, the cost of the product, the text. So I'm just going to make up something in there. Let's assume the cost of the product is going to be about £12 plus. Let's put it in a speech mark actually. There we go. Now LBL out of stock dot text. So I'm going to just copy this, copy all of this, paste it there. So let's assume that's going to be about 5. From 5 we start ordering new product. Then we have LBL reorder level. That's my reorder level. Paste that. We can make that maybe about, let's say 30. Now let's go for LBL stock level. LBL stock level dot text, and the total amount of stock we have in there, we can make that about maybe 300 even, or 350. Now we have LBL description, put a D in there, dot text. So what product will this be? So we can just make up something. Let's say it's white grain. LBL products name, we can call that rice. You can call it whatever you like. Let's say LBL item ordered. So LBL item ordered, so that is going to be rice as well. Item ordered, so that will be rice. LBL number of item. That can be 30 though. Let's enter 30 in there. Then we have LBL. Okay, let's say LBL. No, we need TXT there. In that case, I want the text box to get focus. Yeah, this very text box, I want it to set focus on there. So let's say TXT number of object, number of order dot focus. Right. Now we now have some of these components that only deal with the dates. One here, we have another one here, and there's one more that deals with the date. Okay, so in that case, let's get the details of this. What's the name of that? Let's come in here. Is DTP date expires. Grab that. So back in here, double click on that. So I'm going to be making use of those dates. So let's come right here. The first one is going to be LBL reorder date. So LBL reorder date dot text, that will be equals dot text. There we go. That is for date. I'm going to grab hold of this. Then I have two more that deals with dates. LBL date ordered. Paste. And one more. LBL valid from. There we go. The system already spot that. That's good. Alright, that's the very first one taken care of. So which means I can just copy and change things around for the others. So let's run it first and see. There we go. So if I come in here now and just drop this, there we go. Look at that, all populated. That's brilliant. I'm going to exit out. So what I will now do is copy, come right down here, paste, and grab hold of the second item I have, changes around, and so on. I guess you guys get the whole idea because I'm going to speed that up now. Okay guys, that is it, all done. Okay, just take a good look at it there for each of the ID, product ID. I think I have 5 in there. That is it, all done. So let's try it out. I'm going to save that first, run. There we go. Select this, there. See that? Select the next one, and the next one, and the next one. You see that, guys? You can do the same thing. It's easy to take care of. Okay, but we do have something left. You see, select product ID. In the case of select product ID, look at that. I'd like you to change everything, but that's going to be easy because I can always copy this reset function name. Okay, so in the case of that, if I select that, I want this just to do that, so I might as well call the reset. So let's come back right down here, or even up there, or whatever the choice is yours. You can place it right up there. I'm going to copy this, paste it right there. However, this is going to be, let's come in here and grab that. Come into the properties here. Yeah, that is supposed to be select product.id. Copy that. You must not get the spelling wrong. Everything must be accurate. Paste that in there. That is fine. Now let's copy the details of the reset. Double click on that, and that is it right there. So copying that means the button name underscore click, send the object E. Okay, let's come back in here, double click on this. So what we want the system to do is, if that is the case, just reset, get rid of the object, get rid of the event handler, event argument I mean, and there we go. That is smart. Okay, so let's try it out. Save that first, run. There we go. So we select our product. Okay, now we finish everything. Let's check out. There we go. Look at that. That is smart. That's a smart move, guys. So you can always implement that as well. That is good. Okay, now that that is done, we now need to take care of total. In the case of total, we do have some work to do in there. So instead of talking, let's go straight in there. Exit out, come right here, double click on total. There we go. Okay, with the total, first of all, let me just declare a double variable there, and the first one I'm going to say tax, I tax, then M, and followed by J, comma, I'm going to enter P as well, and the next one here, let's say for sub. There, those are the variables I intend to use. Now, I'm now going to use an if statement. So the if statement now will just be to check which of the discounts that is being selected. My discount, if you guys can still recall, let's go straight to discount here and select this. I have between 0 to 25. So those are my discounts. Now let's go back into my total. So I'm going to say if discount, CMD discount dot text, if that is equals to 0, then let's enter statement block right in there. I'm going to say M, that will be equals double, then I would like it to pass the following. So I'm going to accept that, but what I want it to pass is going to be the cost, LBL cost.text. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now let's have a look at J. I would like J to pass. Let's copy this and just change it to, come right down here, enter a J in there and paste, and J, that's going to be txt number of order. Right, so now let's work the tax out. Tax, that would be equals, let's say M, we multiply that by J, and let's assume our tax is going to be about 77 point something %. So let's multiply that by that. Okay, and close up the bracket here, and we then divide it by 100. So let's have another bracket here and another one, divide by 100. There we go. So that should at least give us whatever the tax is will come in here. Now let's say LBL tax dot text. We now want that to take in the following value. So let's say string.format. And what are we formatting? We're formatting whatever we have inside tax. I'm going to convert that to £. So let's enter coil braces 0 dot column 2 decimal place. But that should be in a quote. Let's enter a speech mark there. Speech mark here and another one here. Close that off there. Okay, then let's say comma, and what are we converting? That is going to be the tax. Copy, paste it right there, and enter semicolon here. Okay, that's the tax taken care of. We now need to take care of the subtotal. I might as well copy all of these, paste that here, and I also need for total. So this one is going to become subtotal, and this is going to be total. Okay, now let's get this formatted. So in the case of the subtotal, we grab whole of everything in here, paste that right here. In the case of the tax, I want to enter this in here plus the tax. So let's paste that here and add up the tax. So that's going to be the total. Maybe I should put that in a bracket there, and let's group it all together. Okay. Alright, put another bracket here and another one here. Okay, that will be for if the selection made is this. Alright, so let me run it and just see how that's going to work. Then I'll take it from there. Alright then, the discount is 0, so let's select something here and we enter something right here. So let's click on total and see. Alright, we have an error, so let's see if it's going to tell me where the error is. Okay, the error is right here. That's good. Okay then, let's put this in its own bracket here and another one here. Okay, that should resolve the problem. Okay, let's put this in a bracket as well, and there we go, another one here. Then yeah, okay, that's fine. The tax is sorted. Yeah, that is sorted, so that should be fine. What about subtotal? Let's see subtotal. Close this up as well, and that's it. Okay, I think that looks much better now. Let me try it out. So I'm going to click on run. Let's see, it's coming up. There we go. And just select whatever in there. So in here, number of order, we enter something in there. I think that's it. Click on that. There we go. That is working fine. You see the tax, subtotal, and total. That is fine. So that is with discount 0. So let's try out discount 5. So I'm going to copy this and paste that right here. That will be 5. And repeat the same thing for 10. Whoops, undo that. Just deleted something. There we go, for 10. Okay, so let's try these ones out. Okay, in the case of 5, because we have discount already, so we now need to work with P. Let's come down here. I'm going to say P. The variable P that is already declared up there, I'm going to then say let's convert dot to int 32. And what are we converting? We are converting the following. So I'm going to grab whole of all of these and just get it formatted. Grab whole of that, paste it right here, and then let's get it. This one will become 5%. Change that to 5 and divide by 100. Okay, that's that taken care of. So I'm going to copy it again and we use it for, we're going to be using it for the, okay, let's finish with this first. Now underneath here, so subtotal will now be different because we need to subtract that from subtotal. So let's say here we need to minus P, and let's close this up. Let's put it in a bracket and close this up as well. There we go. That is going to be for subtotal. So if sub is that, we now need to do the same thing for the total. So let's come right in here. I'm going to say sub that is equals convert dot to int 32, and that is going to be m multiplied by j minus p. Okay, let's enter double in there, one here, one there. Right, that is fine. So in the case of total, let's look at total carefully. So total will become the sub. There we go. Total will become the sub, and that is it, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to try this out. Let's see how 5 works. So let's click on run. Okay, so let's try out 5. So let's start with anything there. Enter how many order there, then click on this. That is with 0 discount. There we go. Now let's select 5. No, sorry, 5. And check out the total, subtotal, and tax in there. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So with 0, with 5% there. So that's fine. That's working. Okay. So for 10, I'm just going to copy everything that I have in here. Copy that. Come right down here and just paste that there. That'll be for 10. There. That's 10 taken care of. And change this to 10. Brilliant. And now let's repeat the same thing for 15. So I'm going to copy, paste, change that to 15, and change this to 15 as well. 20, this becomes 20, and this becomes 20 as well. Then 25, that's the last discount you can get. There we go, and this is 25 as well. Alright, okay, let's try it out now. So I'm going to click on run. There we go. There guys, so select an item, enter the value, and let's first of all go for 0, no discounts, 5%. Check this out. 10. See that? Let's go for 15. You can see the discount taking effect. And 20. There we go. And finally 25. There, that's good. So that is all that taken care of. Now what we want to do is to be able to click on total and add everything straight onto our database. Okay. These are just the data on the database that was created. Like I said, you guys have access to the database. So I'm going to reset, maybe exit out, and right underneath here. Okay, right underneath there, I'm going to enter a line in there. That's where I'm going to enter my database to update my database, the access database. Paste. Okay, right in here we have those green lines. So I'm going to start by creating the following just to help out with any error that I might run into with the database. That I'm going to say try catch exception. I'm going to call that EX and enter statement block as well. And here I'm going to say message box dot show, and that is going to be EX. That will generate the message, the error message if there's any. And right inside the try, So let's first of all start by opening our, okay, let's open the database and we say OLEDB command. That is fine, OLEDB command. So I'm going to accept that and get rid of this OLEDB command. I'm going to say dot, no, that will be equals command create as follows. Create commands. Right. Now let's say command. Oh, I can even copy all of this up there because I already have it, but that's okay. Text equals command type dot text. Alright, now let's enter our SQL statement in there. Dot command text, and the command text, that's our SQL statement. In this case, I would like it to insert into I. That should be I stock. So in there, I'm going to start by entering the following that I have. So the very first one is going to be the product name. Let's go straight into my database. Right click, let's grab whole of design view. Okay, that's product ID. Come right down here, paste that in there, comma, and followed by product name. Then we have description, paste. We have description here. So I'm just entering all of my fields that I have in here, comma, paste. And I have, let's go back in there, comma, I have stock level. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to speed that up, then show it to you guys. Stock level there. Alright, that is everything that I have in here. The fields is now added. Let me show it to you guys. That is the fields. I've added it all, everything, 29 fields. Okay. Alright, so that is fine. So have a good look. Now minimize that, and that is everything. Now we now need to enter the value. So come right here. We don't have enough space in here, so I'm just going to, let's say plus, come right down and say values. Put that in a quote as well, values. And the values is going to be as follows. So enter single quote, double quote, plus the very first one is my command. No, that should be, there we go, that is a combo box. Grab hold of that, copy that, come right down here, paste, and that is going to be dot text plus, we'll then need another single quote, double quotes, no, double quotes, single quotes, comma, single, double. There we go. So the next one that I'm having, that's going to be the product name, this very one there. Product name, go to the properties right there, double click, copy, back in here, and paste the product name right there, right here. That's a plus, paste, dot text. Brilliant. So I can now copy this now, so that is sorted for me. Copy, paste, and the next one, that is going to be the description. So let's just say LBL description.text. dot text. So what I'm doing now is, those are the fields, and this is where you get all your information from that will be saved on the fields. Okay, let's reduce it a little bit so that you guys can see it. Now copy this again, paste it here, there. So I am going to speed that up because it's just the same process. Now all I'm just doing is now adding the components or the object that I have on my system. I'm adding them straight into the system. So the next one officially that is going to become, we can just, let's go, okay, let's just say we press enter, get rid of this then in that case. So the next one that is going to be, inside the quotes we have single, double, plus LBL. That's going to be stock level dot text. Okay, I guess you guys get the whole idea, so I'm going to speed that up now. Copy this and paste it right there. Okay, that is it guys, all done. So have a good look at the lines of code, but it's not finished yet. I now need a command, so I'm going to say cmd dot execute non-query. There we go. And in that case I'm going to have to close. Let's close the database there. And what about a message box? Let's display a message box that we at least say something to the end user. So come in here, I'm going to say message box, maybe record saved, something like that. I just say record saved. Okay, so what kind of record is this? So I can just enter stock. Management system. That is the title. Then we say comma again. Let's say message box button. Message box button. That would be okay. Comma. Let's get message box icon. Message box icon. Let's come right down here. Dot information. Okay, that's it. Done. Alright, supposing we have an error. If we have an error, the database will still be open, so we want it closed right in here. So if there's any error, just close it. So I'm going to come down here, paste, and that's it. And you've just officially finished the development of your stock management system. Okay, so one more thing that is left. Let's take care of that before we try that out. You see, when I enter any amount of product we want in there, I want it to tell me the remainder and whatever action. So I'm going to double click on this and right there. So first of all, I'm going to declare the following double variable. So I'm going to call that P, Q, P, comma, and T. There we go. So let's say LBL, number of, let's say number of item, the text, that is going to be equals txt number of object dot text. Right. Now Q, that's equals double dot pass. And what am I passing? That's going to be LBL stock level dot text. Now the next one is going to be for this 01. So let's get hold of P. That's going to be equals double. You paste that in there. So that's going to be for the number of orders. Now let's say LBL remainder dot text, that is going to be equals convert dot to string, and what we convert into string, that is going to be Q subtract by P. There we go. That should give us whatever is remaining. That's fine. Now let's come down here and say T. In case of T, we say that is going to be double, and let's grab hold of this. Okay, let's just accept that and come in here, change. Let's say LBL remainder dot text. Right. Now let's use an if statement to check. So if as T is less than and equals to, let's say, about 2, then we want the following. Bring it down. Let's say action, LBL action, something needs to be done dot text. We just say ask it to order. So order more product. That's it. Else. So grab hold of this. Else nothing happened. Else no product requires. Okay. No products. No order requires, or no order required. Okay, and that's that taken care of. So I'm going to save that now. So that's on the number of order, the text box. So let's run it and see how that's going to work. Alright, decision time. Select and here enter whatever amount of product. We have 120 there, so I'm going to go for 119. There we go. Order more products. Okay, and in here we only have one remaining, and let's enter a name there. Let's say the name is, let's say, Ashley Moore. An address of Ashley Moore, number 4, Ring Road. There we go. And a discount, yes, 25%. That's good. There we go. Look at that. See that? Record is successfully saved. I'm going to click on OK. Now let's check out the invoice. You should be able to see the details of Ashley Moore down here somewhere. Let's see the name. We need first name, but it's not showing here. I just need to call the function. Okay, let's close that and come back in here. You see this very function up there. I was meant to call it this very first function. I call it view. Oh, we can call it view database, but view is alright, so I don't confuse people. So let's come back in here, double click on total and come right down here. Yeah, just right here. We need to call that underneath the message coming from. That's alright. Paste that in there, semicolon. Okay, this function, that's what add whatever we've done straight onto the database. So let's try that one more time. Run. Okay, so decision time now. Select whatever product. How many do we want? We have 120. Let's go for 118 of those. So we need more products. And the name, let's say the name is Larry. Larry Boys, something like that. And address number 15, Treetown Road. There we go. And that's it. So let's give them discount of about 20 and click on total. There we go, guys. Look at that. That works. And let's come in here. Let's check out the invoice. Come right down. We need where the name is. Name right there. So we should be able to see our body there. There we go, guys. That is Larry right there. That is him right up here. Okay, Larry Boys, 15 Treetown Road. That's good. The system is working. I'm very pleased with that. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this beautiful and advanced tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.